All right, in this video, we're going to show you how to do the different patterns, right? So we're going to do a rectangular pattern, a circular pattern. So this will just show you what the patterns do, right? So all they do is that you can make one and then just copy the feature, copy whatever part you made or whatever feature, what it is, what you made. And then you can make it, instead of doing them individually, you can do a bunch of them. So in this case, I'm going to go first to sketch again. I'm going to sketch it on this um, front face of my part. Just bring it here. And I'm gonna do a circle. So I'm just gonna do a circle randomly here, right? Let's say this is 0 0.5 inches in length, and using the measure, oops, I'm gonna solid, using the what sketch over here, sketch, there we go. I'm gonna sketch, I'm just gonna dimension. So from the circle from this edge, I want this to be, um, this is basically the center of the circle to the side. So I want this to be 0 0.5 inches. And then you can see our dimension there. And I want the top of the circle to this edge of the thing to be also 0 0.5 inches. There we go. So this is how far it is from that edge. So I want to finish the sketch. That's pretty much it. So I want to populate this whole area with a bunch of circles. So I click OK. And I can do the pattern now with the drawings, but I think the easiest way to do the patterns is you do make your whole feature first, and then you pattern your whole feature, so you don't have to do individually a bunch of them. So I will do a extrusion from this part, and I'll extrude out. Let's say 0.5. That's fine. And let's say we do a little fillet on the bottom on this edge right here. We will do 0.05, right, like that, inches. Press OK. And let's do a little chamfer. So go here, modify. Now you can see some of these ones I have a command that you can change and modify. So let's say I press Q. I press Q, it automatically, changes this by pressing the Q. So I want to make this, a 1 inch, I guess. You can, of course, just press right click over here in the bottom and change the feature if you cannot find it. But different faces, so different commands, different letters will give you that. So once again, let's go to modify. Let's go to the chamfer, and let's click this edge, and then let's do 0.05 as well, and then enter. So you can see we have an extrusion, right? Like a pin, call it a pin, a fillet on the bottom, and a chamfer on the top. So what I'll do now is I want to do a bunch of these ones across this face. So let's press regular pattern. You can see it's asking for bodies, faces, features, components. In this case, we keep it a features, and this is rectangular, pattern, a pad, circular. So we're doing rectangular. We're doing features, so we'll click on this feature, which is this extrusion. We click on this chamfer and on this fillet. If you don't click on those, then only the body will be selected. And we'll do, where is it at? Right, so well, we gotta select the axis. So along what axis do we want it? So do we want it to this axis? So on this direction, in this case, I will do it on this edge. So this direction. And you can see we can do two directions, one directions, it depends. But in this case, you can see different arrows. So if I go down, I think by default, it selects 3. So we can do this. So you see 2.5 or 3. If your dimensions are the same like mine, it should look like this. Of course, you can change the dimensions by typing or using an arrow. So if I move it slightly, see we have 3. And, let's do a direction 2. I already shown you the perpendicular direction. So once again, it's going to do by default 3. So make sure also be careful with the dimensions because you don't want to go, like outside of where this thing is made. So let's say about there. So 2 inches and 3. Of course, like I said, we can change the number, whatever physically possible. So in this case, I will just do 3 and 3. All right, or I can reduce this one and maybe do 4 here, so you guys can see. You go to the 4, and there we go. Something like that. All right. And then you just press OK. And we can see that we made all of our pin faces there. And I believe that if you change one, you might be able to change the other. So we go to here, edit feature. Let's see. Let's see if we go back to 0.5. Yeah, then all of them go back to 0.5. You see, so you have one that's the main one, and then all the rest are copies. Um, so that's basically how you do the rectangular. Let's say we want to do like a circular pattern, I'll show you the next video, but for now, this is the rectangular pattern. So let's just save it, and then I'll see you in the next one.